Deep beneath the clear and vast ocean lay a magnificent underwater kingdom called Blue Atlantis. This kingdom was ruled by King Merilio, a wise and just merman, deeply loved by all the sea creatures. The prosperity and beauty of the kingdom came from a sacred treasure, the golden pearl, kept safely inside a silver clam at the heart of the royal temple. The pearl was not just a decoration, it was the source of harmony in the underwater world. Its gentle glow kept the waters clear and the marine life in perfect balance. But far away from the kingdom's light, in the darkest depths of the ocean trench, there was a place feared by all. It was silent, pitch black, and filled with eerie whispers. There lived a black octopus named Gorith. He was a bitter creature, isolated from goodness, with a heart consumed by envy. Gorith deeply desired the golden pearl. He believed that with it, he could rule the ocean and make all creatures bow to him. One quiet night, as the kingdom slept, Gorith sneaked into the palace and stole the sacred clam. The next morning, the sea turned murky. Coral reefs faded, and the sea creatures grew weak and ill. King Merilio was furious. He ordered his guards to search every corner of the ocean for the lost treasure. But none dared enter the dark trench. They returned empty-handed, fear still in their eyes. The king suspected that the thief was the creature of the deep, but he could not force anyone to go there. Among the kingdom's residents lived an old turtle named Tomo. Known for his pure heart, he was always helping others, keeping the ocean clean, and never turning away anyone in need. Seeing his kingdom suffer, Tomo came to the palace and bowed before the king.
"Your Majesty,"
he said, his voice soft but firm.
"Please allow me to retrieve the golden pearl from the dark trench."
King Merilio looked at Tomo with deep emotion. Though Tomo was old and no warrior, his courage outshone them all. The king gave his blessing. With spirit and determination, Tomo began his journey, swimming through strong currents and great depths. The path was filled with danger, but his kindness brought unexpected help. When fierce currents blocked his way, a group of dolphins appeared and said,
"Hold on to our fins, Tomo. We'll guide you through."
When hungry sharks approached, a giant whale emerged and drove them off with a thunderous roar. When he reached the pitch-dark cave, glowing electric eels lit the path with the light of their bodies. Tomo smiled, grateful for every act of kindness. He knew, goodness always finds a way. Inside the deepest chamber of the cave, the sacred clam slowly opened, sensing the arrival of a true guardian. The pearl's golden light pierced the darkness. There stood Gorith, waiting.
"Ha ha ha ha! So you've come at last, royal messenger."
The octopus laughed, his voice echoing.
"Return our treasure, wicked creature."
Tomo shouted bravely.
"You, an old turtle? Face me?"
Gorith sneered. The battle began. Gorith lashed his mighty tentacles, but Tomo was swift, dodging behind rocks. He knew he couldn't win by strength, he had to use his wits. He lured Gorith into a narrow crevice and dropped a large stalactite from the ceiling. The rock crushed one of Gorith's limbs, and he roared in pain. Enraged, the octopus released a thick cloud of black ink, turning the water into darkness. But Tomo remained calm. He closed his eyes, listening to the flow of the current, then launched forward with all his might, striking Gorith with his hard shell. Gorith crashed into the cave wall, triggering a tremor. Rocks began to fall. Seizing the moment, Tomo grabbed the sacred clam and swam out. Moments later, the cave collapsed, sealing Gorath inside forever. Tomo returned to the kingdom with the golden pearl. King Marilio welcomed him with shining eyes. The clam was returned to its rightful place in the royal temple. As it opened, the golden light spread once more throughout the sea. The waters turned clear, and every sea creature cheered with joy. The king looked at Tomo and declared,
"You are not just a savior, Tomo. You are the true guardian of the sea. Because of your bravery and kindness, peace has returned."
From that day on, Tomo was honored as the noble protector of the ocean. He lived a simple life, but his name was remembered by generations of sea creatures to come. Moral of the story: even the smallest heart, when filled with courage and kindness, can shine brighter than any treasure. And in the darkest places, light will always find its way.